This is Jay with Real Meditation Outdoors, and today we're having an educational class, cleaning red drum and making spaghetti squash with red drum in it. And I think I have everything set out and ready to go. Make sure if you're doing this, you check and make sure you have all your spaghetti squash and all your ingredients that you need. Make sure you have your cutting utensils and they're sharp enough to take care of the job. And we're going to get started. First thing we're going to do is get the spaghetti squash opened up and cleaned out and get it in. It'll take about 45 minutes to cook at about 400 degrees in the oven. So first things first, prep the oven. 400 degrees.
Well, guess who's already
Start. All right.
in? Guess who's in already?
Who's here?
Nikki.
Hey, Nikki,
I
how
was thinking
are
we
you?
were doing Facebook, but we're doing YouTube. She found us already. Love
So-
you, girl.
One thing, be careful when you're trying to cut these. They're very hard on the outside. And one thing you can do is get a towel, and I like to get just a little hole in it, and then I come down along it a little bit. Oh, got the towel too. I'm using the towel so I don't slip and I can push on the cleaver a little bit. If anybody's got a better way to do this, let me know. 'Cause some of these are, I know you can put it in the microwave for a little bit and soften it up, but I don't like using the microwave, so I rarely do that. But I just work back and forth, just trying to be careful because you don't want it to roll and cut yourself. So, it is tough, just take your time. I might be sweating by the end of this one. It's really warm here in Florida today. There we go. Once you hear that, you are just about through. Pull my cutting board over so I don't put my knife on the surface when it goes through. Oh, these can be tough. So I'm going to get a little on the other side also. Use my towel to help me get started. There we go. Now, I like to use a cleaver because they're pretty strong and I can get some leverage on them. There we go. Almost out. Oh, stuck. Should be the last little. Now, when you open it up, it's got a bunch of seeds and a bunch of fiber that we're not going to use. I'm going to scrape that stuff out. Get me a large spoon. I don't have a large one right now. Get me an even larger spoon. And all I'm doing is scraping this out into a. Now, if you have animals like chickens or pigs, they will gladly take care of this for you. They love it. We used to have a homestead and we would feed all our scraps to our animals. But just going to be pulling this out. Just scrape down. You want to get to where you don't see these stringy fibers anymore. You're getting down to the real meat of the spaghetti squash. And then we put one right there. Kind of like cleaning out pumpkins. Very similar. Alright, there you go. Set that to the side for a second. Scrape out the other one. Now, half of this would probably be enough for a meal for the whole family of four. But I'm going to go ahead and cook it all off. It holds pretty well in the fridge, probably a week or so. And you can use it in a bunch of different things. Some people like it cold in salad once it's done. people use it for fillers like burritos and stuff like that. There are a ton of uses for it, and spaghetti squash is very good for you. Alright, so there's all my seeds and scrap. And if you want to grow your own, just take some of the seeds, dry them out, and go plant them. Give you a sneak peek of sliming. Got too much slime on it. Get it off. There's our big boy we're gonna have with dinner. That is fresh catch from last night. Me and Lisa were out live on TikTok, and we were catching some snook, and this guy happened to get in with us. A great battle. 26 3/4 inches, and caught it on a little rubber swim bait. Great fight. All right, now that we got these done, all I'm gonna do is drizzle a little olive oil on, or avocado oil on. Usually we have, and we're not sponsored by anybody, so we have no affiliation with any of these. If you see a brand name or anything, a little bit of olive oil in here. Definitely get your edges too, and that's gonna help it cook through. I am also going to put a little bit of seasoning on this, and I'm going to use a Kinder's Butcher All-Purpose. I really like Kinder's products. They're pretty clean, not a lot of extra stuff in them. And I'm not putting a lot in, but just want to get a little bit of flavoring in the spaghetti squash. There we go. You see I'm really not over seasoning. Hopefully y'all can see that pretty well. And then just wait for our oven to say it's ready. It's preheating now. As soon as we get that in, then we're going to fillet. Then we're going to come back and make our filling. Try to clean up as you go. It makes things a lot easier. Probably won't need this again, so I'm going to have to clean it up. Again, just waiting for the oven to preheat. I probably could have done that. Yeah. So next I'm prepping for the fillet once we get that in. And like I said, I always try to clean as I go, because I don't want to have one big mess at the end. I want to eat. All right, I am going to go ahead and get these in. It won't hurt it. It's a cool. And you want them face down. They will cook much better, and they'll steam with the open part down.
Want to say what you're cooking again one more time?
We're cooking spaghetti squash and redfish, and we'll be filleting the redfish. Spaghetti squash is already in, and it'll have a filling with it, and this should be a really good meal. We're baking the squash, cut it in half, season with a little bit of olive oil and a little seasoning, and put it on a cooking sheet with parchment paper that keeps the mess down. The cut part down, and it's 400 degrees, and it should be right around 40 minutes. So let me hit the kitchen timer, get that set, and I'm going to go a little short of that just to make sure we don't overdo it. So I got 35 minutes and it's set, and now we are going to get ready to take care of this bacon. And I'm just rinsing it off right now because it has some slime on it. They have a slimy layer on the outside, so I'm just trying to get some of that off so it's easier to handle. Drip out here just a little bit. Now normally fish this size I'd probably be doing outside on a big fillet table we have, but don't have it with us, and we wanted to film, so clean up the mess. What's that?
Cooking snake like in Malaysia, someone said.
Alright. Just so you get to see the full-fledgedness of it. There you go.
Beautiful.
What a beautiful fish. Alright. I gotta do some maintenance on these grippers too. They're getting tight. Salt water's affecting them a little bit. Alright. Now, one thing with these redfish, they have really thick scales. So I have a really good fillet knife I use, and then I got a backup, and I'm gonna start with my backup.
I said that's a big fish.
That's a nice one. And
Caught it last night.
see these big scales. So what I'm gonna do is lift up on one of them big scales right at the backbone and just get the point in. And this is where a lot of people, if you've never scaled or cleaned fish before, is gonna help. See that the scales kind of rip. Can't even really cut through them a lot. They'll just come off. But that's all right. I haven't tried an electric knife, but I know a lot of people do. So I'm turning this angle. It'll be a little odd for me, but it's just so everybody can see what I'm doing. Just trying to come along that backbone. And I'm not going very deep right now. I just start with getting an outline. And the reason I'm pulling on a knife again is those scales. It's way easier to come this way as opposed to going the other way. And when I get down far enough where I think I can get the knife the whole way through, make sure you're over top of the backbone, not below it. And just work it down to the tail. And I'm gonna leave about 1.5 inches. And there's gonna be scales everywhere, but that'll be all right. All right, so now I've got it open a little bit. So now I'm gonna come and make a line from this pectoral fin up along so that we can cut through. And look at the size of those scales. They're huge. This is gonna be a lot of meat. This is gonna be really good. Whoa! Look at the size of those scales. They're huge. We'll have a little bit of cleanup to do. All right, now I'm gonna go a little bit deeper till I feel the rib cage and the rib bones, and then I'm gonna start working it all the way back up. And I'm not gonna show too much of the inside. I don't need it to be graphic looking, but just want you to see how the knife work is, and I'll show you when I get to the important parts. Alright, cutting a little deeper on that line that goes down its head, and I start pulling the meat. And anytime, if you see scales in there, pull them out. And now I'm going to use my thumb and pull because I'm almost on the rib cage. Now I let this fish sit overnight on ice, and it does two things. It keeps the fish really well. Make sure you have plenty of ice. Try to keep them out of any water though. As it melts, make sure you're pulling them right along the rib cage. And up towards the front is where you need to kind of pull on it and feel for those bones. And as long as you get up to them and don't cut through them, you'll be in good shape. I'm gonna pull some more off the bottom side, put my knife all the way through and come down along. Now, this is a really good sized fish, so I'm definitely going to take a little bit more time getting it cleaned up. I want to get all that we can. This redfish is beautiful meat, very good tasting. Right, ribs there. And if you get to a tough spot, like you start feeling the ribs, just slide down a little bit further and work your way back up to them. Now, once you get to this rib cage, I start cutting back into the meat under the rib cage. And this will get you a little more meat out of the front section. You can hear every once in a while my knife catches, my fillet knife catches the bone, and all I do is back off a little bit because I don't want to go through the rib bone, cut it off, because then we'll have that in our meat when we don't need that. Almost out. Again, these scales are the tough part. And we're through. There's one nice fillet. The other side's a little bloody, so I don't want to mess with that. And one thing I do not rinse any of my saltwater fish in regular water, but what I'll do is make a little brine of salt water, and that way I can rinse it off. Give me just a second, we'll get that salt water. Probably should have had that ready beforehand. This is only my, I don't know, third or fourth time cleaning and cooking on video, so I'm not 100% prepared. Where is the plastic bowl? We need a big bowl for this boy. Sorry about that. And I'm going to use our filtered water because we're eating this. That's why I want the cleanest water possible.
Nikki said, nice job, I would have already cut myself.
You do need to be careful when they have that big of scales. It is tough to get through them, but you just take your time, and you do it once, and it might be tough the first time, but every time after that it just gets easier, and you'll be an expert in no time. I am not the expert, but I have cleaned many fish. I just haven't cleaned a ton of redfish. I think this is my fourth one that we were able to bring home. I think the first one we caught was just legal, 18, 19 inches, and that was a few years ago down in Englewood. Now, I am also going to take the skin off of these, but I'm going to get the other side of the
You
fish.
got one when we were at Sophia.
Yeah, that was a bigger one though. That was
Yeah.
23 or 24 inches. That was a really good one. Here's another hint, and I forgot about it. If you're doing a large fish, especially big body like that, big around, those cuts that I originally made, do it on both sides, because now there's this empty gap down there, and it's harder to hold the fish in position, but I'll get it.
Nikki said, hubby doesn't even let me debone deer because I cut myself. Yeah, that would be me.
You need to get you one of them butchering gloves.
Yeah.
Help a lot. Come under one of the scales, and once you get under one of the scales, then I just work it using the leverage of the knife to try to pull the scales and not try to cut through them. You know what? We might have to do that. That's the second time somebody's mentioned that, and I think I'd like to try it. Again, sometimes I use a glove, and I probably should have used gloves today. Especially the rubberized ones, because they give you a lot more grip. All right, so now we've got this up along the front of the backbone, and we've got the cut down by the head. So now I'm going to go back to where I started and go all the way down along the backbone. And I'm only going in about a ½ inch. And that way, when I turn, I can control the knife and not lose meat. And again, I use that little lever action to try to get through everything, because those scales are just so thick and so strong. Coming along the back side of the tail. All right, you can see how a lot of those scales just pop out now. Now that I've got a flat, I've got a place to work from. Again, I just go back in and I go a little bit deeper now, trying to make sure I get all the meat. Stay right above the backbone. Lift up on it so you can feel it and see it a little bit more. All right, all the way up. What beautiful meat. This is going to be amazing. All right, I'm starting to feel the rib bones now. The rib bones are more up front on the fish than they are towards the back. There's other bones there, but you can get around them all pretty easily. Okay, here we go. Now I'm on below the backbone. Open this up a little bit. It's hard to hold it here. Oh my goodness. Pull the scales up. I'll wash my hand that's holding quite a bit because you get a little bit of fish slime on there and it tends to want to slip out of your hands. So once you're up at the ribs, pull back with your hand and just barely touch the meat right at the ribs. Work your way down. Now I gotta turn so I can see the rib cage. And don't be afraid to lose a little meat, especially on a bigger fish. It's not what you want to do, but I'd rather have a good fillet and no bones than a fillet with bones. I do not want to play with them bones. Digging up bones. Alright, now I'm just holding the meat very firmly with my thumb down here, pulling it across down to the rib cage. Now I gotta get over the rib cage. That's what I'm doing now. And there are, if you've ever cleaned fish, like they all have a little bit different bone structure, but ultimately they're all really close. Okay, so I'm under those ribs now, and you see how I'm cutting back towards the ribs and everything. There's one sticking out. All right, got the last one, and now I just score down till I feel meat or bone again. Just about out with this one. All right. Cut it. Get up along the ribs. Oh. Again, the toughest part is getting through those scales. So now I've got 2 big fillets and a carcass. And now we are probably going to keep this. I'm just doing that so I have room to put it in a bag. I think we're going to make a fish boil out of this. But I'll have to read up on some recipes for that. So let me get a bag, put this in, and we can go on. Talk to him, Barry. Is anybody in?
Yeah.
Besides Nikki?
Yeah, there's a couple people here.
That's cool. Well, we appreciate y'all coming in for our little learning experiment.
We usually do TikTok live, so this is kind of new to us.
No. Terrible when they're that big. They don't want to fit in anything.
Yeah, all right. Look at that meat.
All right. So all I'm gonna do now is clean up a little bit. I got scales everywhere. Fillet board is done.
Need it to go in the freezer for a minute?
What's that?
Need it to go in the freezer for a little bit?
It can. Won't hurt at all. Alright, I'm not gonna clean my fillet board yet. I'm just gonna rinse it down. Get it down smooth. Because the next thing we're getting into, oh, no, I gotta take the skin off.
Oh, no.
I missed a step there. We gotta get
Not
this
gonna cook
skin
it with
off.
skin?
What's that?
Not gonna
No.
cook it with skin?
Not them, too big scales. They won't cook off. The smaller scaled fish, like trout, speckled trout, you can get away with cooking them on a half shell. And that's just leaving the skin on, getting to this point, but leaving the skin on. One trick when you're doing the filleting is, number one, a board like this helps. Number two, a sharp knife will go a long way. All right. These are so neat to deal with. We don't get a lot of them, and that skin is like armor. And check that out, how it flexes. It's just so cool. Very neat. All right, that's in our garbage bag. Got some scales. And now this is called a bloodline, and it will give you a little bit of a bloody iron taste. So I like to get that out of some of the fish. And I don't have to have it all out, but I just want to take a little bit, get some of it out, especially the center part, where it's coming down their lateral line. That lateral line you see from the outside, but on the inside, it looks like where the center of the meat comes together. And this is not going to be, we're not cooking this like a fillet on the grill or anything. It's going to be chunks, so I'm not worried about having small pieces. So if I make a bad cut, whatever, it's fine. I'm just trying to get the heavier parts of that really dark red out. And this will all be used for bait later. All the scrap and stuff, it'll be used for chum or bait. A little bit more. See, I'm just getting that red off. So we got some beautiful, nice pink meat. Throw that in the saltwater brine. Get this one out. Like I said, we'll be using all this to catch more fish. It's so big it doesn't want to stay in the bag. All right, there we go. Got some little pieces. Got most of this bloodline off. And again, I'm just delicately going right under the surface to get that bloodline out of there. And that's clean enough. That's going to be really good. So cut that one. Get it in our wash. Remember, salt water when you have saltwater fish. And what happens is, as you're dealing with them, there is small amounts of bacteria in the tap water, and it will affect the taste of the fish. I didn't notice a huge difference until somebody told me about it, and then I was like, wow, I really didn't notice it, especially if you're not adding a bunch of spices. Today, we're going to have lots of spices. Well, lots of seasoning anyway. Again, I was saying, while you're skinning, keep the board close to the edge of the table. That way you can keep it very flat, and your fillet knife will run through it much easier. And you see me put my hand down because I want that skin on the bottom to stay flat. And if you don't, it'll curl up and you'll start grabbing the skin. You were in here, check this out. Isn't that wild how every scale interacts? And it's so hard, it's like armor.
Wow. What a fish.
Amazing. Great learning experience.
I'll be posting the TikTok video and I'll put it up on YouTube too of him catching it last night. So unexpected. We were catching snook.
Catch, clean, cook.
And then all of a sudden this thing hits the Slam Shady from Salt Strong.
Yeah, it was a great fight. It was a great night. We had a good time. And then when this dude came along, our heart rates got up a lot more. So that one I did the right way. I got most of it out right off the bat on one side. I mean, just save everything you can. You don't want to be wasteful, but try to get under that bloodline and work it out. It's almost like you do a small second filleting here to get this bloodline out. And for me, that's clean enough, especially since we're going to have a lot of other things in here. And there you go. There's basically 7 fillets that are big enough for a meal for each person, probably. All right, rings are on. We're at, my time, oh, my timer wasn't working. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on, okay. It just shut off for a second. It's just showing the temperature, not the timer. We got 13 minutes left on that, and I'll probably need just a little bit more because I only went to 30 minutes instead of 40. 35, I think. And now, I'm going to clean up, get my prep area squared away, get the scales, a couple more. Usually you end up finding a couple later on. Around our house we find them all the time, dried up on the floor. All right. There's a redfish. Now, I'm just going to leave them soak in there for now. There's our excess. Yep, there's some scales on the outside. We're going to tie that up and leave it to the side. And I'm leaving the fillets for last because they're not going to take long. They'll cook in less than 10 minutes. What we're going to do now, though, is make basically our stuffing or our seasoning that goes along with it. I need so what I'm going to do is take a stainless steel pan, put a little bit of avocado oil in it. Not a ton, but enough to cook down that garlic and onions. I'm going to wash my little tomatoes because I don't know if they were washed or not. All right.
There you go.
Here's my clean tomatoes. They're going in. I have some garlic, some whole garlic cloves. Where is my cleave? I got about that many cloves of garlic. 3, probably about 5 if you look at the total. And I'm going to smash them down to get the skins off. I know there's tons of ways to do it. This is just how I'm doing it today. and I'm not worried. If there's a skin in there, it will cook out. It'll be so soft you'll just eat it and not know. Probably be a little more. Oh, that one wasn't any good. That little piece went bad. A lot of times before I start, I just rub the garlic pieces together, and the skins come off pretty easy. See if this other this small one is good. Well, if you have questions, throw them up in the comments. Hopefully we can stop and catch them. Clean up my. Those will go in the freezer part. This little bad piece won't. Alright, so I'm just going to rough chop these. I'm not trying to get little minced pieces, just enough to work with. And that's good. Some of them are really small, some of them big. It's not going to matter in this recipe. Alright, at this point, I'm going to start cooking those on about a medium. I don't want to overcook them, but I want to break down those tomatoes. So it's kind of going to be part of the sauce. And what I'm going to do is once that gets heated up, I'm going to add some chive and onion cream cheese and a little bit of seasoning and a little bit of homemade bone vegetable broth. So any of the vegetable things we have or any bones that we have after prepping for dinner, we save it all, throw it in the freezer, and then, well, I wonder where it's at. Can't find it. And then we take a day and boil it all off, and we have our own. So in here is some fat from some ribeyes and gristle, and some vegetables that we have, and we'll just keep adding this up till it gets full. Once it gets full, we'll make a bone broth, or a broth. And the broth is nice because you can use it in recipes, or you can just, like we fast, we do intermittent fasting, and sometimes longer fasting, like we've done up to 72 hours. And when you come off of that fast, you don't want to eat anything that's heavy. Your stomach's not ready for it. So that is what we do. We make our own bone broth. Now we're going to make a fish broth too, because we have all the carcass and everything from this one. So we're going to let it make us some broth too. Never had fish broth, but I've had several people tell us to do it now, and I think it's a cool idea. I like to use everything that I can. All right, next, prep the fish because we are going to pan fry it. What if I should bake that? Since we already got the oven at 400, it won't take long to bake it. Find me a glass dish. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fry it. We'll get it a little crispier. We lost our light to our stove the other day, so it's not as bright as we would normally have it. Nope, there's the back. And I'm going to throw a little bit of avocado oil in there, and that's all it's going to cook in, besides a little bit of spices. And hopefully everything will be done about the same time. What we're going to do now is dry our fish. Just to get all this moisture off of it, and it'll get a little bit of crispness to the outside. Not Christmas, crispness. Oh, almost out of paper towels.
We got plenty more.
I'm just trying to pat them dry so they'll take on the oil and the seasoning a little bit. And this also lets me check for scales, and you'll see the scales shining after you've dried them, and that's an easy way to get them out. Beautiful fillets. Was that woman that used to do the cooking show? Drink wine all the time? Hello, everybody. I think of her like Mrs. Doubtfire. I can't remember her name.
Doubtfire.
But I used to watch cooking shows even when I was younger. I started cooking at a really young age. I was 6 years old when I started frying eggs for breakfast before I went to school.
You've got this one.
What's that?
You got to dry that one.
I need to turn this down because of the garlic. Probably should have waited, but... What'd you say? Yeah, I need another paper towel. And again, this is just my way, and we've only cooked redfish a couple times. We've grilled it, and we've pan fried it. So I know other people have other ways, and this is just how I'm learning. I just figured I'd share the path with y'all. The journey. And I didn't have anything else to do today. Rather jump in and talk with you guys and help some people learn some stuff and sit around doing nothing. Thank you, love. I was just about to say I'm taking applications for assistance, but
Better watch it now.
I have more than an assistant. She's kind of everything. I'm going to trade areas because I'm about to start cooking fish. Now, one thing I want to do is have this tray ready. Take the fish back on it when it comes out. The scale. All right, we did good. I didn't see any scales. When the fish comes off, I'm going to set it right on the paper towel. All right, well, I'm going to use this to cut the fish when I'm done. All right, I wish y'all could have smell-o-vision because the garlic is already very aromatic.
Smells
And
amazing.
I can go ahead and put some of this in to keep them from burning, and it will help break down. Now again, this was just a, we had some T-bone steaks, and we cut the bones out and some of the fat, and we had a bunch of just the scraps from the vegetables, like onion peels, garlic peels, the tops of your peppers, even the seeds, cabbage, the outside leaves, all of that stuff we put in the freezer, and then we boil it all down with spices in it and make our own broth. If you guys were not with us when we lived in Alabama, we built an entire homestead, 32 acres from the ground up. We did all the work, and we grew all our own stuff. We had chickens, quails, rabbits. Okay, time to check on
Big giant garden.
you.
The forest field of garden.
I'm gonna set the timer again. And we're gonna go for 10 more minutes. So when you're checking your squash, you wanna know if it's done enough. The outside skin, remember they're upside down, so the skin is up. The outside skin, as you push on it, will start to, it won't be super soft, but you should be able to push in and have a finger indent in that skin. And when I just did it, it was still hard, so I know we need a little more time. And that's fine, because that's working out, that's getting our sauce done, and we're about ready to cook the fish. We want it to all be done about the same time. Now, I'm gonna add just a little wee bit of butter to our oil for these fish. Just about a teaspoon.
rolled butter.
Yes. For cooking, that's what we use all the time. Amish rolled butter. It's a little more natural butter. It doesn't have as much additives in it. And just let that heat up, and we'll get ready to go. Just integrating my butter and avocado oil together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to season this once I flip it. So I'm going to put it in dry like it is. Not quite hot enough.
Yeah, Amish rolled butter, Nikki said with a question mark.
Yeah, that's it.
It's the one, we get it at Publix.
Publix has it, and
The grocery store down in the south, I don't know if
I
you
think
guys have Publix.
Winn-Dixie probably.
But it's a big block of,
Yeah, it comes in a pound, and it's just rolled in wax paper with a sticker on it to keep it sealed. It's about anywhere from like $8 to $12 for a pound.
she needs a cup.
Okay, big one, little one.
There's a little glass one.
See? Oh, glass. Yeah, like that. No, not that.
Here, right
Oh,
there,
it's a coffee cup.
right there, baby, right here, behind you.
Oh,
Just use that one.
Thank you.
yes, ma'am. It's our youngest, lovely daughter, Lily.
She just got up from a nap. They're not feeling good.
We're already out running around today. Alright. So the first set of fish is on. It's already starting to get a little bit white. And I'm not gonna cook these very hard because I'm gonna put everything into one bowl eventually. Probably didn't need to cook all the fish, but if we cook it now, we'll eat leftovers tomorrow. Stir these dudes.
We have a Publix now in Lexington, so next time I'm over there, I'll have to go in and see if they have it.
There
They
you go.
should, yeah, they definitely should. Wow, Lexington's got a Publix, huh?
Alright, now it's starting to smell fishy and garlicky. The spaghetti squash really doesn't have a smell except for our seasonings. That's what I need, Italian seasoning.
Yeah, Nikki, I never asked, but what is the Mad Fam? Is that, where does that
Mad
come
Bro.
from, Mad Fam?
Where is Italian seasoning? Anybody remember seeing Italian seasoning? Italian herb?
They have it. Just
It's
like one
somewhere.
of those.
It's somewhere. Got it. Italian seasoning. That'll be the other thing that goes in. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that in our sauce that we got the tomatoes cooking down in. And the garlic. Alright. Probably about 2 tablespoons of that. A little bit of onion powder and a little bit of garlic powder. I already got the garlic.
Tablespoons? Or
Yeah.
teaspoons?
No, tablespoon.
Whoa.
Yep. Well, it's gonna break down a lot. I know it's a dry herb, but it's gonna break down a lot, so. Alright. Now the fish are about to flip. Wish I had a little more camera angle for you, but these are gonna be white and flaky.
He just needed it for what he's making. We'll eat good tonight.
Alright, now that I've turned my fish, now I'm going to season them. I'm not going to season them heavy. This is again just like a butchered all-purpose seasoning from Kinder's. Must have got a little moisture. As soon as I see the tomatoes are starting to break down, I will give them a little smash just to open them up, and then I'm going to add the cream cheese spread.
I have a regular Philly cream cheese.
Yeah, but that was already, and we probably need to use this one.
Really just bought it.
Oh,
This
really?
is on our bagels. I just use my cream cheese.
Okay. I was worried that that's what it was, the opposite way. The cream cheese was the.
No, I got the cream cheese.
Okay. We had to mix it. We're gonna use regular Philly cream cheese.
Nikki said the Mad family is from a paranormal group that was getting bullied on TikTok, and I added it to my name to show support and show people that they have supports to stop bullying them.
That's probably the one you showed me the other day.
No, that is
That
the
group?
mob.
The mob. Okay.
The mob, kindness mob.
Kind
Oh, that's cool. You're
Yeah.
so sweet.
Lisa just showing me kind of the same thing. The kindness mob.
Yeah, there's a group on TikTok that instead of the mobs and the trolls and stuff who come in and bully people or are mean, there's a TikTok dedicated to the kindness mobs.
They come in and blow up your profile and help you
Yeah, they
get your
support
views
you.
and likes and all that stuff.
I love it. That's right up my alley right there.
I didn't know you had an alley.
Oh, that's my alley.
That's my wheelhouse.
That's it. I love it.
Lisa said that was in my wheelhouse the other day, and that's the first time I've ever heard her say that.
I never get to say
That kind
that.
of stopped me. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna need the whole thing or not, so I'm just gonna hold off with that. Geez, I put half in, see what it does. I'm making a mess here with this, 'cause I ripped.
There's scissors right there.
Alright, first set of fish is ready to come off. And these are gonna be just poached done. Alright, you see there's still a little bit of pink on the inside there. Really, I don't even want to put them on a paper towel. I just want to sit them on the board. And the board only had the vegetables on it, so that's
Oh
not a
my
big
God,
deal.
that looks so good.
Right? Can't taste it yet.
Ah.
Beautiful fillets. Just barely holding together. Ooh. And they're hot. Mm.
Beautiful.
Oh my, yes.
Gosh, if y'all could just smell this.
It's getting there, huh? Oh, there we go.
At one point, they got taken down, and then they came back because of all the support they had. They even had to change their name when they came back, but I never took the Mad Fam off my name.
Awesome.
How cool. Good for you, Nikki.
Heck yeah. Alright, we got the last of the fish on. The tomatoes are starting to wilt now. In just a minute, I'll be able to crush them. And then once we crush the tomatoes, we'll start adding the cheese. And the fish will go in right at the very end. Oh yeah, that smells good. I like it. Alright, heat back up, Pam. Let's go. Get those last two pieces of fish. Alright, here you go, Mama. Taste test.
Oh my goodness. Can I have this piece?
Mmm.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Tastes
so
like chicken.
light and tender.
That could be a chicken fish mix.
This
right
is
there.
this is basically spaghetti or fish spaghetti Alfredo.
Wow, yummy.
I really was gonna make actual Alfredo. Okay, hot. Okay, now I'm getting indentations in my squash. It is done. Oven is off. I'm gonna pull it out and let it sit for a minute and cool down on the stove top. show y'all what I mean by the indentation. That's the hot stuff. So if you watch, oh, see now that actually broke through because I didn't want to, but you can see that now it's got a little bit of give. And you don't want to overcook your squash. It can get dried out. Now, you want to do that if you're going to use it for some other recipes. You can let it dry up. It's just going to sit there and cool down now. The one thing I'm going to do is flip it over, and that's it. And that's just so it'll cool down quicker. Be careful though, because there's a lot of steam under that that other side. So keep your face back. Oh, they look marvelous. Fish is almost on the halfway. Here, I'll let y'all see this, what this is looking like. There's our spaghetti squash. Look at the steam coming off them, and just a little wee bit of seasoning. Our fish is almost to the flip. Just another minute. I got a thick piece in the middle there, so I'm gonna hold off. But our tomatoes are ready. I'm gonna turn that down to low, and I'm gonna use this to squash. See, it's got a big flat surface. Squash some of the tomatoes, release that juice, and make more pieces. Cut them up just a little bit. Ooh, that's hot. There we go, that's perfect. Now I'm going to start mixing in. I think it's going to take the whole block because I have a lot of moisture in there. Flip my fish and season. Flip one. Flip two. Flip three. Alright. Fish is halfway. Season them.
444.
It is 444 on the island. All right, got the tomatoes crushed in our sauce. In goes a block of cream cheese. Start melting down. And I turn it all the way down to low, and all I'm going to do is stir it enough to get that cream cheese melting.
Nikki said, y'all need to do this more often. I enjoy watching people cook.
Really? All right, cool. Well, thank you. Apparently I'm not doing a bad job then. I don't know why. Today I'm a little more nerve-wracked, I think because this is brand new. But if you ask my family, they'll tell you we have hardly had the same meal twice ever that I cooked.
Yeah, he comes up with so many different ideas.
This is like your healthy Italian fish. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm gonna let that cream cheese melt down a little bit. And this family is a big fan of cream cheese. I'm okay with it, but it doesn't set my world on fire, but it's good. And I've learned to incorporate it in some other things now. All right. Again, I want to keep the fish kind of just poached on the underside because it's going to go back in. You see there, that's still pink. That big thick piece, that's still pink, but it's going to finish in the pan with the rest of the stuff. Ooh, yes. Alrighty. Rinse everything quick. It helps keep the mess down, make it easier on cleanup.
This will be trash, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. What is today? Today's Tuesday. It goes tomorrow.
So Thursday. Put it in the freezer.
Yeah. All right. That stovetop is off. I'm gonna move this.
No way! I
This
just
is
made
just
it.
shot from downtown and made it.
Wow.
It was a 3-point shot.
Jeez. I did even a flip thing, and it hit the wall, and then it went straight down in the trash can. That ain't never gonna happen again.
Yes.
I bet you can blend this.
I am.
Good, okay. Oh, it looks
I
too
love my
good.
cream cheese and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, now I'm just trying to break down the cheese so that it turns into more of a sauce.
That noise.
Which one?
You hitting
That's cooking.
the. At least you didn't go 100 times on that.
Try to clean my spoon.
that was the funniest thing.
So I kind of got to stay with it now because I want to get all the cheese melted, the sour cream melted. Oh, it's starting to look good now. Just trying to get it all to break down. And the acid with tomatoes is going to be great with that saucy cheese, sour cream, or not sour cream, cream cheese. Sorry, misspoke. Cream cheese, and they'll balance each other out, I think, really good. Still got a few chunks in there, but it's about to. Okay. Now, I am not going to use all the fish, but I am going to use a good portion. I'm going to use that one. It's underdone. And it's a big old hunk. Same thing with that big piece. Vita, if you want, you can taste test. Oh, well, it's soft.
She's
You don't just
gonna
melt.
She's gonna blend it
Mm.
so she can eat it.
Oh my goodness. That's so good.
Nikki said hi, Vita. Hi. We're over here trying. She's got to blend her food so she could eat because she had teeth pulled. Well, Nikki knows that.
All right, now we're just kind of blending it up together. I'm chopping up the fish a little bit, but I'm keeping it in big chunks. It'll break down a little more as I stir it, but we are almost done here. That is going to sit. I'm going to do a taste test. Wow, I thought I was going to have to add some seasoning.
Oh, let me taste.
That is so creamy,
Oh.
tomatoey, Italian herbs,
Oh,
and now the fish.
yummy.
Super good. Super good. That came out way better than I even expected.
Very good.
All right. So now I need to put this other fish away. Number one. This clean?
Yep.
We got a lid?
No, it's not.
It's not clean.
It's not.
Oh,
Let me
Oh, I
find
had
a
that.
container to put the fish.
Down.
Oh.
Should be something down there with the lid.
Whoa. Well, can't find the lid for the boys if you do that.
I don't have a bag.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
that's extra.
Yeah.
Then you need to let that cook longer.
Mm-mm.
No? Oh,
Perfect like it is.
okay.
That's all the smaller pieces. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the lid loose. Oh, that is so good.
You're leaving the lid loose. Why?
Because I don't want it. I want it to cool down, and it's just gonna create condensation in there. All right, let me set that right there. Just get some of the juice off of here. Well, that's a lot of juice. That juice is so good. It's basically a little bit of butter, a little bit of avocado oil, and then all the seasonings and stuff. Here we go. This is still pretty hot, so give me a paper towel to hold. All you're doing, you grab a fork and just start pulling. And then pull it down this and look at this. Does that look like spaghetti? Angel hair pasta?
Mm-hmm. Come down a little ways.
Me?
That's why I pulled it down there.
Sorry. And this happens pretty quick.
And it's a lot.
Yeah, way more than you would
We
think
love
comes
making
out of this.
spaghetti. This is how we make our spaghetti.
Regular spaghetti with spaghetti squash. It's amazing. Venison, ground venison, and this stuff. Whew. Could let it cool a little bit more, but. And I don't scrape real hard when I get to the skin because it probably gets tougher the closer to the edge that it is. Oh, that's so hot. A couple little strands left.
Should be the grabbers.
Yeah. All right. Now look how much.
Just one of them did.
Yeah, that's just a half. Now the little white things is from the sour cream. And I don't think I'm gonna season it anymore because this is gonna do it. So, here's the part everybody's been waiting for. Let's see it for real. Real meditation. So I didn't eat yet today. So this is gonna be my jam. Where did these riggers? Now the spoon I did with, actually that'll work, yeah. Ladle it out. Use the professional stuff. Make sure I get some.
Oh my goodness.
Get a good piece of fish. That is perfection.
Beautiful.
Get a little bit of everything in there. Oh, I know it's too hot. I'm gonna let it sit for a second.
Yeah. I can see it steaming.
I don't want to lose my taste buds. That is one of the creamiest meals I've ever had. I messed up though, forgot to add that on top.
What kind of cheese is that?
This is a Italian 4 cheese from Sargento.
Looks good.
So let's try it again now that I got everything on there.
Chef's kiss.
Mwah!
Yes.
May need a hair of salt, but that is,
That's it, huh?
we gotta see. Let Mama, here's the fish over here. Oh my goodness, I am amazed, happy with myself. Nose is running from all the There is nothing overpowering.
Yummy.
The fish is very light. This is super good.
Wow.
I'm very happy, very proud of myself.
Yep, she said I would have to change the fish out for chicken because she's allergic to fish,
Mm.
but loves to go fishing. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, chicken would be amazing, or ground turkey.
You could
Anything.
substitute any meat for this.
Oh yeah.
And I mean probably any meat with the exact same recipe, everything, because the sauce and the tomatoes come together so well. And the spaghetti squash has just a little bit different taste, and you get that little bit of crispness out of it. So I think it's better than noodles.
Yummy. Very good, babe.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming in. This was really cool. I think this might be my first real YouTube live.
I think we did it one time, but
I
you was
didn't know-
fishing,
yeah. Yeah, when I'm fishing, I'm fishing.
Yeah, I'm videoing.
But this is really cool.
But
I
yeah,
hope y'all try it.
we can upload it right onto YouTube.
And I don't do a lot of measuring. It's all heart. I season with love. I appreciate y'all coming in.
Thank you, Nikki.
Share this with a friend if you liked it.
Yep. Thank you.
That was worth me.